the Northeastern Parliamentary Group and key professionals and stakeholders drawn from the region convened today for a consultative meeting at the MGM Silver Springs Hotel, Nairobi, to validate the draft report on development priorities for the 3 counties of Wajir, Garissa, and Mandera, which comprises of 18 constituencies. This meeting follows a comprehensive 3-day retreat held from the 10th to 13th October 2024 at Serena Hotel, Mombasa, where key challenges and proposed interventions for the region were deliberated. The day's discussions reaffirmed the urgent need to address systemic inequalities in resource allocation that have hindered the development of northeastern Kenya. Delegates highlighted critical sectors requiring immediate action, particularly lack of roads, energy, infrastructure, health facilities, water services, agriculture, livestock services, which determine key enablers for economic growth. Key resolutions. Resolution number 1, unity of purpose. Appreciating the long-standing development gaps in the region, all elected leaders and professionals from the region resolved to unite for a common cause and the unitary purpose of harnessing their collective efforts to counteract the myriad challenges bedeviling the northeastern region in pre- and post-independent Kenya. Number 2, demand for equitable resource allocation. The northeastern Kenya receives disproportionately less funding from both the national exchequer and the development partners. This underfunding continues to marginalize the region, leaving critical development projects unimplemented. We therefore urge all decision makers to reconsider their skewed view of the region's issues by reviewing their prioritization criteria with a view to bridging the region's development gaps and bringing them at par with the rest of the country. The caucus resolves to advocate for the prioritization of key transformative projects as prioritized in the report. Some of these projects include the Garissa-Wajir-Mandera Highway, mega water projects, health facilities, and expanded energy services, which are vital for unlocking the region's economic potential. Number 4, investment in livestock sector. Livestock remains the region's economic mainstay. Unfortunately, poor government policies, climate change, and related issues occasioned huge drawbacks for the subsector. However, the President's recent intervention to establish the Livestock Marketing Board is a game changer for the pastoral communities in the region and beyond. On this note, we take this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President most sincerely for his pledge and prompt action of establishing the board. We urge the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Livestock to urgently operationalize the board and allocate adequate resources to ensure its optimal performance in livestock trade, value addition, and market expansion. Number 5, commitment to accountability and follow-up. The leadership commits to a continuous and sustained monitoring of resource allocation and project implementation to ensure timely delivery of the outlined priorities. Number 6. Next steps. Finally, the report, having been validated by the entire regional political leaders and professionals drawn from various sectors, will be finalized and submitted to relevant government agencies, development partners, and other actors in this space to guide the development agenda for northeastern Kenya. We thank you all, the professionals, partners, and key stakeholders who traveled this journey of collecting the region's development needs. We will forever be indebted to you. Thank you very much.
This is the second meeting. It's not going to be the last meeting. Our agenda is to collect, analyze, synthesize, and put together all the disjointed information on development in northeastern since independence and even before the colonial time, and come up with a document that can be easily implemented and circulate the same to the relevant government agencies. The reason why we have decided to do this is because over the years there's been a number of stereotypes and serious historical marginalization. So our desire as a group, as the political leadership, in consultation with the professionals, is to walk the talk. We do not want to be complaining. We want to get a share of the national, okay, the national cake.
Correct share.
And equally, we will not even wait for somebody to give us a share. We want to be on the table where these decisions are made, where the national resource factors actually are going to be shared. And this is why we are saying, by the grace of God, there are particular regional flagship projects that we have been pushing since independence. The tarmacking of the Garissa, Wajir, Mandera Road has been on the government agenda since independence.
That is the way.
The tarmacking of the Garissa, Livoy, Dadaab, Harhar, Kismayu has been on the government agenda. We need to see it done. The tarmacking of the road from Wajir to Moyale, because Ethiopia had done this bit on the other side in 1974, has to be done. The tarmacking of the road from Moyale, Tagaba, Ramo, Mandera has to be done. The tarmacking of the road from Elwa, Lefe, Mandera is a security road, has to be done. The Lapset project, tarmac, from Lamu, Masalan, Garissa, all the way to Isiolo has also to be completed. The national grid, our people are still using the old generators. Northern Kenya must be open. Northern Kenya must be connected to the national grid. Equally, Wajir is still using the packet latrines that we inherited from the Italian Second World War prisoners. That must change. So our work right now as a group is to say, look, we cannot be just in the government agenda that have been shelved since independence. For God's sake, yes, we know devolution is there, but devolution just gets a paltry, less than 10% or 15% of the national resources. We must get a share
Of the 85%.
of the 85% remaining in the national government coffers.
Yes.
And that is why we are here. And we are going to also notice the treasury mandarins who have used over the years the provision of sessional paper number 10 of 1965 to discriminate against the people of Northern Kenya. That right now we are aware, we are watching, and we'll come to your offices. You must throw that document to the dustbin and accept the realities of today, that Kenya is for all of us.
We will demand for our rightful share of development allocation from the national government. And we are hopeful we will also get our fair share. As for the rest of the country, Kenya is our country. We do not have any other country. Let us protect the security, the stability, the territorial integrity, and the unity of this country. We have a constitution, the 2010 constitution, which allows us to have what you call a right of recall. Every 5 years, we exercise, as we, the people of Kenya, our sovereignty by deciding who is going to govern us for that period. Who will be the government? We've already done that. We had our different choices, but the popular votes of Kenyans were determined and decided in one direction, which is the government we have today of President William Ruto. Let us work with the government. Let us allow development to take root. If we are not happy with the way he's going to run the government, or the nation for that matter, we have another election in 2027. We can decide. Kenyans will have their different choices. Some of us are very happy with the development track for so far and believe that he should be allowed the time to finish his development agenda for these 5 years. We had a president before that for 10 years. We never disrupted him. We should not disrupt William Ruto now. And we wait and decide and see how Kenyans are again going to decide in 2027. Thank you very much, members of the media. And that is our position as a leadership of Northeastern Province, as a people of Northeastern Province, our youth, everybody are waiting and participating in the delivery of development for the country and for the regions. We are calling on leadership in the country, past and present. Don't incite Kenyans against one another. Let us allow the process, the governance process, democracy to take its own roots. There's a time for elections and there's time for delivery. There's only delivery is going to be done by the people elected. You don't expect to be in the opposition and again decide how a government is going to be run. I did not vote for William Ruto myself. I voted for Raila Odinga in the last election. We lost it. William Ruto won. We have a duty to respect him and to support him until we get to the next election, and then we decide how this country is going. If it does a good job, definitely people want to elect him back. If he does a bad job, we'll have a different person sitting on the House. Thank you very much.
For a long time, we've been begging for development in northeastern Kenya. We're not begging anymore. All we are saying is invest in our region. We have a potential, not just one potential, but lots of potential areas for investment, be it energy, be it agriculture. We have minerals, and we have our prized livestock. We've not had much investment in any part of the potentials in northeastern Kenya. This is a departure from what used to happen in the past. We are asking the Kenyan government to abandon the skewed budgeting processes, the little resources allocated to the region, not much attention being given to key areas like agriculture, which we know the government is investing in only 25% of the landmass of Kenya, when 75% has the potential to grow crops that would add to the coffers of Kenya. We have proved that with the many small-scale farmers in Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera, who are doing an amazing job trying to uplift the lives and livelihoods of people in that part of the country. So let's be connected to the national grid. That road we've been waiting for 60 years should materialize now. And we are saying we look at it as a potential for economic stimulation and economic growth of Kenya. If you have not done it for us since independence, I believe it's time you do it for the nation of Kenya, which we are part and parcel of.